That doesn't look like it's working. Yeah, no, that's going. Okay, good. So, yeah, this is a game that I've been looking to get, but wanted to wait for a sale. It went on sale for the Lunar New Year thing, so picked it up. I also picked up Persona 5 Royal, which I do want to play as well, but I don't know if I'm going to stream it. I might. Haven't played this game in a very long time. And as a result, I don't really know necessarily if I can still play this game, but I used to be pretty good at it. I'm going to lower the master volume. You have to have the volume on a little bit so that you can actually hear what's going on. Okay, let's just go ahead and find our stream for chat. Sure. I've actually got a control pad here, so I wouldn't want to try to play this game on mouse and keyboard, but we'll see how that goes with the controller that I've bought here.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device. Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Time to get to work, 621. I'm powering down your entry capsule. On my signal.
This is fairly different from previous Armored Core games that I've played.
Activate the AC.
Armored Core games also have a fairly notoriously janky control setup that takes a little while to get used to. So getting back into this kind of game is probably not going to be the most intuitive thing.
Descent to ISB 2262, Rubicon 3, complete.
Your position is grid 135. Off target, but within permissible range. There's a catapult ahead. Use it to close the gap.
Okay, so we want to figure out roughly how our controls work here, because decent chance...
Activating combat mode.
Okay, so that pad uses that. You have to be able to, like, stay on a specific area while also, like, strafing in a specific direction. Looks like that's left... What's this thing? Alright. Camera... This is movement... That seems like that would be that. The problem is I'm using a boost movement on, jump. Okay. Some actions consume energy, that's good. I see we're not actually consuming energy while doing the boost movement, which is interesting. Auto targets. That's interesting. Hold R2, fire right-hand weapon.
Clear out those guard mechs. Chance to test your AC.
That works roughly the way I expected it to. What I want to know is how you can do a boost strafe, because that's really important in this kind of game. Target assist keeps your AC oriented towards the target. When enabled, your AC will automatically lock its orientation towards enemies as you approach them. Change targets while in target assist mode. Target assist on off is R3. R1 is used right shoulder. L2 is left shoulder, left hand weapon. Wait, R1 is right shoulder weapon? What? Why would they do it like that? Alright. Almost went straight down that pit there. I think you can just fly back out of it, but still. Multi-lock. Hold R1 as RSW multi-lock attack. Ow, goddammit. My playstyle is not missiles, so them trying to force me to use them, like to learn the tutorial about them, not really something I'm going to be great at. I've never been a missile player. Okay, use a repair kit.
Your AC's taken damage. Patch it up.
2 repair kits remaining.
Having access to repair kits is also new.
See the contaminated city down there? That's where you're landing. Access the catapult.
Get the feeling like I know where this is going. Roughly speaking. The rumble pad on this game is actually quite extreme for the controller.
Fly 621. If we get our hands on Rubicon's coral, we'll make a killing. Plenty for a merc with a fried brain like you to buy their life back.
Yeah, that's usually a lie. You can make a shit ton of money as like a merc in one of these games, but like,
Enough chat, back to work. Scavenge the AC Rex ahead and find a valid mercenary license. We're illegals here. You'll need ID to operate.
so I do quick boost. Okay. L plus square is quick boost. Hold R2 rapid fire right hand weapon. R1 use shoulder weapon. L2 use left hand weapon. So this is what I was sort of wondering about. This is the really important thing in this game.
In AC, where the hell did that come from? Affiliation unknown. The merc. Shut it down.
Guerrillas from the Liberation Front. They'll get in the way of our work. Eliminate them.
So that's why like that side boost is so important, because if you're side strafing, bullets can't really hit you. You're just able to move laterally too fast in these games. L3 is assault boost during cancel assault boost.
Picking up signals from AC Rex. Follow the markers.
Okay, so L3.
Did you hear anything about what the corner?
We're being attacked!
Unidentified AC!
Ah, damn it. Oops. You regain your energy surprisingly quickly. Okay, that one actually kind of okay. Need to use my missiles, I think. But I've always been sort of a high-speed, like, up-close personal type of pilot. So this is something I've always liked, but... I don't think I got them. Arms sticking out of the door there. It's a bit of wind up to get your gun on target, which is kind of interesting.
Looks like they've got shields. Think you've got a blade.
There's like a big wind up between those. It's supposed to be a type of finisher move that you can do with certain things, but... Oops.
Extract the pilot data. I'll analyze it from my end.
Okay, license code extract from an AC wreck in the contaminated city. So a lot of things that we're destroying are not necessarily armored cores, they're like lesser... this is license expired, so he'll tell me no.
Expired. Keep looking.
Is there any point to fighting those guys? I guess not.
What? It's the PCA's planetside force. Keep a low profile. We don't want them breathing down our necks.
One repair kit remaining.
That was actually a lot closer than I thought it was. I thought it was going further. Alright, let's see what we got. Balam Industries license expires in 12 hours. That won't be any good for us.
Corp license. Easily traced. Forget it.
That's the level boundary.
Corp AC. Wait, is that an independent? Destroy it!
You're outnumbered 6-1. Use your missiles.
I think I'm outnumbered by more than 6-1 here. Was there any more of them? I think I got them all.
Let's see about this license.
I'm not doing terribly, considering. The movements aren't coming as naturally to me as I'd like, but... let's see here. Monkey Gordo. Affiliation independent. License expires in 15 days.
It's still valid, but the pilot's rank is no good. We can't use this. I've picked up one more wreck, 621. Transmitting marker. Go and check it out.
So obviously this will be the correct one, because they wouldn't want us to, get the right one on our first go here too early. That would just be tragic.
You can use that vertical catapult to get some altitude.
Ow. Oops. Did cancel that in time, though, so that's good. So how does this thing work? While on catapult, vertical launch.
That's it. Try accessing the wreck.
So I do know this gives you codename Raven.
Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now and they won't have enough to ID you.
AP at 50%. No repair kits remaining. Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
Oops. Shit.
AP at 50%.
Weaving through those shots is, like, super important, but also kind of difficult for me right now.
AP at 30%.
Great. Nope. Didn't get it. Well, let's try this again, I guess. I actually dodged quite a few of them. With the specific, like, ground dodge that they're saying is difficult to do, so that's good. It's easier to consistently do that in some ways because you'll have the ability to keep boosting for much longer. If you're doing the air dodge, then it's harder. I think that actually doing the the turbo boost when you see the missiles is actually one of the more effective ones that was working there. I've got 3 repairs, that's not good.
RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now and they won't have enough to ID you.
AP at 50%.
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
It's these homing things that are coming from, like, I'm not sure what the angle is. Where are you? Doing worse this time, actually. Oh, shit. Literally can't get there. I think we're supposed to be able to, like, do a finisher move on it, but I don't have access to that, so... We'll try and do more aerial combat this time, but I think that we're going to run out of energy too fast if we do that. Because there is a time limit on how long you can stay in the air. And it seems to be pretty short with this build. Like, there's certain builds where you can stay up there for a lot longer.
Try accessing the wreck. Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all. I'm in no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you. Use your mobility in the air to get clear of explosions on the ground.
Yeah, boost forward is the correct way to do this. Because you can get kind of behind it.
We've got them now. They can kill 6-2. We got what we came for. Tie up the loose ends, 621.
AP at 50%.
Ow.
Repair kit remaining.
Why can't I move here? Oh, shit.
50%. AP at 30%. Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Yeah. Move forward to get through explosions is better than air. There's a couple moments where the edge boundary of the map made it so I get stuck in somewhere where I shouldn't have. Like, it felt a little bit unfair that way.
Heavy combat helicopter is down.
And that's kind of where I was taking, like, the big brunt of the damage. So figuring that spacing out and getting that
Picked up.
bit rough. Yeah, so Raven used to be, like, what all pilots were called. Like, that would just be the name for the mercenaries in general.
Raven. That's your new name here on
So this guy was probably a very nostalgic type of fellow. Unless this isn't really, like, tied to that, I have no idea. It's kind of surprising to me how much ammunition that shoulder mount had. I'm used to these things only carrying, like, 12. Okay. Let's see here. Repair cost, yeah, like, our total income is 93,000. It's pretty much nothing, which is not surprising for these type of games.
Coral, a sublime substance. Discovered on Rubicon, a planet on the frontier of developed space. For a time, coral was a revolutionary energy resource and data conduit. poised to transform human society by leaps and bounds. They called it the Fires of Ibis, a storm of flame that tore through the stars, leaving lethal contamination in its wake. Coral, the kindling, was thought to have been utterly consumed, forever lost. However, on Rubicon, the embers continued to burn. Humanity would inevitably return to stoke the fire.
Learning lessons? Pff, not likely. Alright.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is All Might, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Okay.
Looks like you passed the authentication. Raven. That's who you are now. You're on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
Handler Walter's icon definitely gives him that sort of impression of being sort of a puppeteer.
This notification follows restoral of access privileges. All Might provides a combat training simulator to support...
Would have been nice to have had this first, but okay.
Your license was in a suspended state. Perhaps you may need a refresher. As an added incentive, completion of the exercises will be rewarded with AC parts. You stand to benefit regardless.
Okay. So let's see what parts we potentially get. So this is where you sort of figure out what's going on with your sort of armor core in general. So we could, for example, put in another back unit. Looks like we don't actually have any parts here. But you can basically replace every component of your armored core. So figuring that out is actually really important. Looks like we don't have access to the store yet, so I'll do that later. I'll do the decals later. Arena rank of F. Lovely. Sortie, replay mission training AC test. Might as well do these. I'm in a different armor core. Pull the trigger while they're within locking range where target tracking is active. Target assist R3, target assist on off. Yeah, I don't know how you would possibly aim with this while it's turned off. Automatically reload, manually reload using triangle plus R2. Could be useful. R1 use shoulder mount, hold multi-lock. Yeah, multi-lock never works for me. It's probably something else I'm supposed to be doing here, but I'm hitting the buttons the way they're saying. It's just, I think there's something else to it. And also, it just never is worth the trouble. L2, L2. I think I've been doing the charge attack. Oh, that has less range than I thought it was going to. So against shield guys, you would want to do the, I think that style. Scanning, down button. How did I miss that guy? How long do they stay scanned for, I wonder? Okay, well. I don't feel like that scan actually really saw those guys, unless I was blind. Maybe it didn't mark them, it just saw the outlines. Alright, got the MG041 Ludlow, which I don't know if is going to be a better gun than the one we got here. Let's take a look at the stats, see if we can figure out anything about him. Looks like a flat upgrade, I guess? No, its attack power is much lower. Total rounds is much higher, impact is much lower, the weight, the load. So I think this is a higher rate of fire type weapon here. What's the actual, like, capacity here? Mag capacity. I think I'm going to just stick with the one that we've currently got here, but it'd be... Toggle display. There we go. I just want to see magazine rounds, 18 compared to this is probably 30. This is probably the one we were using in that tutorial. So much faster firing weapon, but very different in how it runs. Destroying artillery, grid 135 cleanup. Be nice if I could unlock either the shop or the other stuff there. I wonder if I get paid for doing that again. I think that just lets you putz around and like sort of see what's going on there. I'm pretty sure like I can't buy new things here. I don't think that's something that's available. So that's unfortunate, but... Okay, we'll try this one. I don't have much reference to which of these is better.
Got a job for you, 621. This is an open call from the Balaam Group, one of the corporate forces occupying Rubicon.
Attention all independent mercenaries! This request comes from our affiliate, Dotham. The Rubicon Liberation Front has deployed Baus artillery throughout the contaminated city. The city itself has no strategic value. We cannot allow them to hinder expansion of the Coral Survey. Show us your ambition. Destroy the Liberation Front's artillery. Bonus pay will be awarded for destroying their MTs. We want the enemy weakened.
I forget what MT actually stands for, honestly.
An opportunity to prove yourself. Impress those mercenaries.
Okay. Yeah.
The client doesn't care who does this job.
Generally speaking, clients don't care who does jobs in this setting. They really don't care who you are or what you've done or what you're doing. Like, all they care about is, like, they want to hire someone to get their job done. Like, there's no personal grudges. It's all business. You could blow up, like, one of their top secret installations and they'll just hire you next week because they know you can do the work.
Activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy all of the Rubicon Liberation Front's artillery placements.
Generic weapon.
We've got a corporate first! They're all to us already. Sneaky bastard.
Cool. The fact that we're getting paid for kills is actually kind of nice. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess this one first.
That's one of the artillery placements. The front is protected with armor plating. Attack it from behind.
Deploy for combat. Destroy that AC.
There's only one of them. We can do this.
Oops, shoot. The platforming stuff is always going to be tricky for me.
Move on to the next site, 621.
Seriously, who's shooting at me? Where are you? Ouch.
2 repair kits remaining.
You're up against mass-produced MTs.
Ah, shoot.
Eliminate them as necessary.
Enemy attack! They're after the artillery! Strike back!
Oh, does that not kill it? How much do these take? The sword's obviously, like, the best against that kind of target. Who now? Little flyer drone somewhere? Ow.
1 repair kit remaining.
Burning through my repair kits too fast, but
There! That corporate dog! Don't give him another inch. We have to defend the artillery.
cities are way bigger than I'm used to in this series. Ow. That's the hits from those artillery shells.
Clear out the artillery here and our work is over.
Show that interloper what makes the Liberation Front strong.
Ow.
Force and out. We stand as one.
No repair kits remaining.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons here.
50%.
I'm not used to the stun mechanic being a thing. Okay, let's start from over here. Kind of going from under them up.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. That's it for this job, 61. Return to base.
Kind of got the hang of it after a little while there. There's an approach vector you should really take against these things. Below and then sort of attack upwards with the sword. Could have definitely done that better, but we still got paid quite a bit. Our net pay is actually higher than the base pay, which is pretty good. In a game like this, pretty happy about that. I wonder if we're paying for repair kits.
One new message.
I'm not in my zone here. Like, the way that I play this game is I'm, like, blasting Smash Mouth as loud as I can
Registration
and playing this game. Like, that's how I play Armored Core.
Raven, your return to mercenary activities.
And I know that, like, people have a negative opinion about Smash Mouth, but I regret nothing. And not necessarily, like, playing All-Star. Like, I will play that, but, like, that's not really what I'm after here. Alright, here's the buy-sell thing. So, I believe that you can purchase things at full... sell things at full value. So, you can just sort of experiment with however you want. Alright, so we got access to... Okay, this looks like a big damage sort of gun here. This looks like a shotgun. And this is a bazooka. Bazookas tend to have fairly low projectile speed is the problem I would have with these, typically. Hits very, very, very hard, which I'm not surprised about. Cumulative impact. I'm assuming it's got low rounds per mag, would imagine. It's also quite heavy, it looks like. I'm not even sure if it has a magazine. Doesn't look like it does. Yeah, it's one shot. Shotgun, low shots, and low damage, it looks like. The reload time is very fast. This thing's got an okay amount of rounds, but still less than what I'm packing. Total rounds is lower. Its damage is decently higher. Recoil's a little bit better. Much better at range. I don't feel like we go for any of these. Could go for a different left arm unit. Currently we've got already a good sword there, and it doesn't look like they've got a replacement melee. We've got something in our right one, I think, if I recall correctly. So we'd have to do a replacement there. And so we'd basically be able to chuck something into our left. So we could get like the pulse shield. I don't know what this does. Looks like it blocks some damage. It's an actual shield, basically. Do you have to activate it? Duration 1. So you'd really have to know when you could deploy it and how long it was going to be around for. I don't think that that's really what we're after here. There's some different heads that we could get. This is where you sort of go into the fashion of things, in my opinion, to a certain extent. But there is, like, stats to all of these. The head actually has your attitude stability. That's interesting. So this dictates like how able you are to keep like a level flight. Scan distance has changed there. Scan effect duration. Does it have a lock-on distance? I don't think they've got that anymore. This head looks like it's way better in a lot of ways, but is much heavier, so you would lose out on a little bit of other stats. So, like, weight does matter, and lighter is better in some ways, but all things being equal. If you're getting a whole bunch of other stuff out of it, then having a heavy one would be potentially good. Your torso as well, you can sort of divide up here. I prefer lightweight designs. That's just the way I like to roll. Got a bunch of different types of arms here. This is a much heavier, more powerful set here, for example. This one would be a much lighter one. So you'd go down a lot faster. Ooh, I like these reverse jointed legs typically, but I also like these ones. These ones are a little bit more durable, have a little bit more weight. Basically, you can actually max out how much your thing weighs, too. Boosters are probably one of the most important things to upgrade, along with some other things, but having a bigger booster does negate a lot of the penalties from weight. Typically, I would say that booster is probably one of the most powerful things you need, along with generator. Missile lock time, I'm not a huge missile player. Yes, this would be a more powerful designed generator. I'm not sure if this is actually much better. This is much higher energy recharge, but with less energy capacity. But the difference in energy recharge is way, way, way stronger. I think we wait for a different one for that there. I'm not sure if we really want to buy anything, unless I just want to build for aesthetics here, which I might do. Can't really afford any of these parts here, so I'm just going to have to stick with what we got here. Good to know all that information, though. Is there another... Oh, I could do another one of these. Oh, let's see here. Some weapons are capable of charge attacks. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a more advanced type of armor core here. Ah, the attitude control system is your stun tracker. That's actually really weird. Yeah, uncharge this gun is kind of garbage. Okay. Alright, what's the lesson up here? Oh. Use right shoulder weapon. Okay. Okay. Shields equipped to left shoulder can be deployed to reduce incoming damage and ACS strain. Doesn't actually negate damage, which is interesting. Okay, so you have to do that. So you got a time when you use shields, so it's a very FromSoft kind of thing there. Huh. You're actually more powerful during Assault Rush. I should be doing the tap fire here. Okay. I'm mostly just doing this because they'll give me a free piece of equipment, which I probably won't end up using, but it's always an option to sell it if I'm really stuck in the situation where I really need to. Alright, let's see what that is. So got a third gun here. This is the linear rifle, the LR3D6 Curtis. Decent boost in power, decent boost in impact, not too many less rounds. Magazine is decent amount smaller. Total rounds is still actually pretty good with that all in consideration. Worse at recoil, better range. Much better range. Let's try it. This actually got update up. Okay. Did we unlock new stuff here? Oh yeah, the thing that we just got a free copy of we can now buy in the shop. Okay. And we still have to do the Grid 135 cleanup as well. Okay.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Arquebus Group, one of the extraplanetary corporate forces.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. The operation will take place in Grid 135, Southern Belius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafeng, a Balaam company, and a competitor. Grid 135 is a key foothold in Arquebus's efforts to conduct a coral survey in the contaminated city. You, the independent mercenaries, are the key to maintaining our lead in the coral survey race. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
All right. Doesn't sound too complicated. Yep, let's go.
You've got ID. Now you need a rep. Get their attention, 621.
Right now we're only doing open calls because like that's what we can get. People will start hiring you independently, like as a specific merc, if they know that you're capable of getting the jobs done. So that's why he's saying we need a rep.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wipe out the Dafeng MT squad.
There's a catapult up here.
Enemy attack! 1AC! Looks like the Arquebus Group hired some muscle. An independent mercenary, huh? At least they didn't send the Vespers. Intercepting!
They're just mass-produced MTs. Wipe them out, 621.
Okay. So where are we actually going? Wait, what? Interesting. Literally out of his range. Pretty sure I'm out of range the other way too. Alright, let's not try and do any fancy flying since I'm pretty bad at it, but Also, it looks like there's more targets along here. Ow. Damn it.
This AC pilot's sharp.
Focus your fire!
Okay. Why are these shots not landing? And where did you guys come from?
Effort, turn through it! Damn it! Archivist really scored this time.
Only a few targets left. I'm picking up new enemy signatures. Looks like reinforcements. Eliminate them.
Oh, shit. I don't know what those shots are, honestly. Feels like there's some sort of flamethrower going down there. Okay, how are we doing here? Honestly, we're looking pretty good, all in all. I just have to make this gap here.
Commander Michigan needs to know.
Ow.
The enemy MT squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
Yep, that one's pretty simple. A little bit short, a little bit straightforward. I actually think that that other mission was a little bit more interesting, but it also pays like twice as much and is much longer, so, you know, more dangerous.
One new message.
Registration number RB23, call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. You have also been granted access to participate in the Log Hunt program. We kindly request that you submit combat logs after destroying designated craft. All Night will reward you with parts based on the number of submissions you provide.
Okay. Discover and destroy targets marked with the log hunt target icon and obtain combat logs. Okay. Not too sure about that, but we'll find out later, I guess. We've got 261. It's not really much. Destroy transport helicopters. I never like going for the anti-air missions if I can help it, but you have to destroy an enemy armored core. I also have the option to go back and replay these, so I could redo like illegal entry and get a bunch of money. Or, more realistically, probably destroy artillery installations would be easier. Let's see if I can do some part shopping here for anything that would be a little bit more effective for us without, like, dramatically increasing our cost. So it would probably be something along the lines of trying to find one of these, but I prefer capacity in a lot of ways, while still having a decent recharge rate. So I don't really love that one. Thrust upward thrusts. Yeah, the energy consumption on this is also higher. Energy supply efficiency is also lower. It's not really something I want to do here. The way that you can get faster without buying that kind of stuff is to just get, like, lighter parts. If I get something that's, like, this much lighter, I can get a little bit more speed. As you can see, like, this affects my boost speed and stuff like that. Not by very much, because the amount of total weight that I'd be changing is not very much. I would have to do something like, say... I'd have to get, like, this, which would dramatically change up my speed here, because it's by, like, 3,000. Arms, all of them are heavier. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just stick with our loadout. It seems like that's how it's going to be. We might encounter some missions where I'm going to have to really switch things up, but... Okay, the extra rewards based on number of enemies destroyed is always good. Even though this is shooting area units, I think the gun I've got is actually okay at that.
Got a job for you, 621. The Balaam Group sent a request.
Raven, this request comes from Dafa, one of our affiliates.
See, we just blew up a bunch of Dafeng stuff, but we're getting hired by their allies already.
Liberation Front. Target for this mission is a squad of transport choppers. Destroy them. You'll encounter guerrilla resistance from Baus mass-produced MTs. They're no great concern. You performed adequately in your last sortie, Raven. This did not go unnoticed. We will be watching with interest to see what you bring to the team.
Yep, so that's what it's like. Okay. It's literally just people do not care who you are or what you've done. Just as long as, yeah.
Keep building your rep.
It's a really dystopic world. Like, no loyalty, no sense of, like, right or wrong. No sense of anything except, like, you know, profit, corporate profit, and success. Like, that's all I care about.
Main system activating combat mode.
I think it's technically possible for me to...
Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
I think it's possible, though difficult for me to do this. Whatever. It's too... The sensitivity is not right, and I'm not really good with the control sticks for that kind of precision aiming.
We're under attack. The corporate merc. Intercept. Keep them off the supply.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down. Keep at it, 61. Take it out.
Oops, shit.
Defend our supply. Comrades on the Strider can't wait any longer.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
Did I get him? Nope. There's another thing firing at me. Where are they? The auto lock is much stronger for melee than it used to be in like older iterations of this game. Ow. Who dares? Oops. You're limited mobility when you fire that anyway, so like trying to dodge while you're doing that is not necessarily that great. I think it's more for like heavier ones, but the flexibility of being able to hit these things hard is pretty good.
We're no match for an AC.
Have no fear. The coral is with us.
These guys cultists or something?
Got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
Ow.
One repair kit remaining. At 30%.
Ow. Jeez. I can see why they tell you to sort of ignore that, but, like... Let's restart the mission. Think I can do better there.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
We're under attack. Corp reverse. Intercept. Keep them off the supply.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down. Keep it at 61.
Okay. So I think last time I came in here, I, like, flew past too many of their defenders.
There. Take it out.
Hostile AC. Defend our supply. Our comrades on the Strider can't wait any longer. Corporation.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
So I took a lot less damage to things behind me this time around, which I think is good.
It's here. Fight back.
We're no match for an AC.
Have no
Ouch.
fear. The coral is with us.
Oops.
Looks like they've got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
Okay, I do kind of want to kill that thing, though. less than 50. Alright. Let's try again.
APS overload?
Ah, shit.
AP at 30%.
Nope. Yeah, I really don't know if I can actually beat that thing with the loadout I have. This might be a I have to come back later sort of thing. There's no checkpoint there, damn.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
We're under attack. The corporate merc. Intercept. Keep them off the supplies.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down. Keep at it, 621. There, take it out.
Hostile AC. Defend our supplies. Our comrades on the Strider can't wait any longer.
Ouch.
Yeah. Corporation.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
Okay.
It's here. Fight back!
We're no match for an AC.
Have no fear. The Coral is with us.
Looks like they've got a Baus tetrapod. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
What? What was that shot? I swear.
Two repair kits remaining.
Ouch. Okay, yeah, I'll just ignore it, but still. Uh-oh. Thought I was further forward than that.
Looks like you got them all.
Wouldn't taking Rubicon's fleet not enough for you? Shit, coral scavengers.
That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
I like how we're still clearly fighting. I can't tell if I dodged there or not. Alright, we got paid quite a bit for that. I do think we need a harder hitting gun to kill that guy. Possibly the bazooka would be what we need for that one. There's probably even more powerful guns, though, that would be better for that.
Back, 621. The Corps see the Liberation Front as a hindrance to expanding their coral survey. But to the Rubiconians, your actions are only helping the Corps with their invasion. It's just a job, 621. All of it.
Yep. Alright, let's see what we could afford here. Yeah, so I could try to get, like, this thing here, which would hit, like, enough that I think the stagger would actually be meaningful against that hard target. And I think it's possible even to get 2 of those. We could also try to get, like, double backpack missiles. But again, we're probably fishing for something like a lighter torso. This makes us way more vulnerable to attacks, but like decent amount of speed increase there, reduced energy consumption on boosts, like that's actually all really good. Energy supply efficiency actually goes down, which is interesting. This has a booster efficiency adjustment stat there. Generator supply adjustment, it's also good. I wonder how much of that's actually just related to the weight, though. Could compensate for that by getting a sturdier pair of legs. Potentially. Yeah, the legs are very expensive. Gives us sort of like hunched appearance, but that's fine for now. Just have to make do with the sort of things that we can get here. And I guess we'll do this. I do wonder if like people actually grind for credits in this game.
621. It's an open call from the Arquebus Group.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. Dafeng, one of our adversaries allied with Balaam, has introduced a new tester AC. It's a sample model from an external architect, featuring extensive assembly optimizations. In the hands of an experienced pilot, it will pose a threat far too great to ignore. This brings me to the request. Intercept delivery of the tester AC and destroy it. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success. Briefing over, and happy hunting.
Okay. So this shouldn't be too bad. I do want to go back to that mission with like a heavy set of guns and just try and destroy that thing, but
Stay sharp, 621.
watching the bullets from my charge shot like plinging off its armor and showing that it's ineffective is not really good for morale. At least the missiles were doing something, though.
System activating combat mode.
Okay.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
Ouch.
Keeping up is real work. The training is paying off.
Yeah, I'm not used to fighting armored cores in this game.
Land a direct hit. It's time we wrap this up.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, I'm not used to fighting things that have the sort of mobility that I have yet. God.
At 30%.
This AC has reached breaking point. Go for a direct hit.
Why does that not ever work?
Can't die like this.
AP at 30%.
God, yeah. I'm just not used to fighting that sort of stuff.
Really beat him, Merc.
That he did, except I'm pretty bad right now. The thing that I'm not used to is, like, them having access to melee. Like, I'm used to being able to just sort of close the gap and being in a better position than whatever I'm fighting, because nothing else has had melee so far. Which is, you know, just something you have to get used to.
System activating combat mode.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
We're under attack. Must be the locals. It's an independent.
That pilot's just a trainee on delivery duty, but don't let your guard down.
American. I've been training for this. Great guns need this AC. I can't fail this mission.
Where'd he go?
I can't die to a merc rolling kills from credits.
Land a direct hit. It's time we wrap this up.
Ow. Damn it.
Keeping up is real work. The training is paying off.
2 repair kits remaining.
This AC has reached breaking point. Go for a direct hit.
Damn it. I can't die like this.
Ow. Thought those missiles were gone by then. I just like the amount of tracking that's on the missiles.
AP at 30%. AP at 50%.
There we go.
I just wanted to call sign of my own.
The amount of hit points that these guys have makes me think that they also have repair units, which is kind of interesting.
That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
There used to be, like, missile countermeasures that I used to take because they were relatively light and they would sort of, like, shoot down missiles as they were coming towards you, so the longer you're capable of evading them, the more likely they would just go away. Okay. Which is kind of necessary, because it was actually kind of hard to get missiles off your tail if they were, like, locked on. That still seems to kind of be the case. Like, they will follow you pretty aggressively.
Well, Handler Walter. Michigan.
Oops.
About my proposal. Gen 4s can be
Damn it.
emotionally withdrawn. They need a shot in the arm every now and then. And you got a deal. I'll send Volta and Iguazu. They'll give your latest hound a proper red gun welcome.
It's weird that we're privy to that call at all, honestly.
One new message.
621. About the tester AC you downed. That was being shipped to the Red Guns, Balam's in-house AC squad. They're Balam's main force, and its members are no amateurs. Remember who you're messing with.
Usually doesn't matter too much. Yeah, so I think what I probably want to do is actually swap out the gun. Like, it works under certain circumstances, but it's really not really it's not a fast mech weapon. It's one that's sort of more stable. I do think that this, technically speaking, would probably be better for a decent sort of weapon there, but I think that we might just not have a great weapon for us. We want something that's highly mobile, that's capable of, like, putting out occasional, like, pot shots that deal a lot of damage, but which doesn't have that charge up time. So even if it's missing some other elements to it, that's sort of what we want out of it. Technically, I wonder if the shotgun would be best if that's the case. This kind of has a lot of the attributes I was talking about, but its attack power is actually not that much higher. And it's got a lot less weapon in the mag. It's got a lot less to a lot of it, honestly. So I think that still isn't what we want there. Maybe the bazooka would be good in that sort of sense there. The total rounds, though, being 78 is pretty bad. And the high weight of it is pretty bad. But it's pretty better for a lot of things that we were missing out on. Definitely just considering getting another missile launcher here. These do hit quite a bit harder per missile, but it only shoots 2 instead of 4, so it's obviously going to do that. Honestly, the shield could help us in a couple of the situations we've been finding ourselves in too. I think we'll just try and stick with what we have for a little bit longer. Attacking a dam for a lot of money. This one's actually even more money. I wonder when you unlock the arena. I don't think that we technically have the equipment for this one. How do you unlock more gear? Because, like, the stuff that's in here, there's got to be more stuff available, right? Like, there's not even all the different types of classes of leg parts here. Maybe it's based on purchase, because I remember that potentially being a thing in other versions. The weight of your head doesn't actually have a huge impact on your, like, overall, like, speed and performance and stuff like that. So maybe a more durable one would be better here. Because, like, the amount of increase is pretty low, but the amount of extra, like, durability and stuff like that's actually quite high. Like, this boosts a bunch of our defensive numbers there, while giving us not really any penalties. It also looks better than what we had there. Okay. I think we'll do the attack the dam complex. We'll see how that goes. I might just have to purchase more things.
Got a job for you, 621. You're joining an operation planned by Balaam HQ. Check the briefing.
Heard the good news from Walter, did ya? Good. Sit your ass down and listen. Balaam's moving in on the Gallia Dam Complex, one of the Liberation Front's bases. The objective is to destroy their lifeline and make those sacks of shit beg for mercy. I'll be sending 2 good-for-nothing maggots from the Red Guns, Gun 4 Volta and Gun 5 Iguazu. You're just gonna be tagging along on ass-wiping duty. I'm assigning you the call sign Gun 13, a lucky little number that just became available. Gun 13, sound off! Good enough. Now go get ready. We're going on a field trip, kiddo!
How's the game been? I'm pretty bad at it right now, but I do like it. It's very, familiar to me in a lot of ways, and I wish I was, more familiar with the controls again. But, yeah, I really like these games.
I'll stick with 621. Don't let the Red Guns teach you better.
It is really based on my expectations, exactly what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I just haven't got my muscle memory for, playing this kind of game back yet. Also, I'm old, so, it's just not a great game for that sort of element. I used to be a lot better at this, just because I had the reflexes for it, I guess, but...
Balaam Group AC Squad Red Guns reporting for duty. Commence mission. Attack! Get in there, you maggots! Great. An independent merc. Who's the wise guy who decided the Red Guns should be taking care of some freelancer?
Who gives a shit? We'll handle this mission ourselves. Want to be destroyed.
Hey, freelancer. And no one even told you why we're here. Well, us for you Red Guns are gonna go climb the wall. This is just target practice. When we're done, the locals' little base is next. Goodbye. Can't take yourself away from chatting with a tag along. Why don't you start a sewing club together and stitch that damn mouth of yours shut?
Yeah, it's a fairly fast-moving game, so, being able to, do things quickly, is really important.
Targets destroyed. How about that? Guess you're not a total amateur.
No, just mostly.
Say I considered you a pro either. We don't need backseat drivers in the Red Guns. Shape up or ship out.
How come I can't lock these guys?
Eradicate the frontline MTs.
Don't know anything about it. It's pretty old series, but it sort of failed to stick around for a while. But it's always been a really good mech series.
Frontline MTs.
That was just the warm-up. Look alive, maggots!
2 generators to go.
It's always been kind of crazy how fast it is.
Enjoying the field trip, kids. Don't wet your pants now.
I think I've killed more than these two.
Does this guy ever shut up? Gun 5. No luck with a sewing club, I see. That attitude won't get you far on Rubicon. Hope you pilot better than you sew.
Alright, I guess we're going here. Yeah, think of it as Gundam, but twice as fast. Who's shooting at me? Why are you shooting at me? Ow on my ass. Alright. I love how dynamic the combat feels in these games. Like, it's way speedier than, like, any other kind of mech combat game. In a way that I think is really satisfying. Like, you can actually dodge shit in a way that you just can't.
You corporate vultures. The Rubiconians will never yield. You're going home in armored coffins. Forged in ash, we stand as one. Hot dog, we got an AC.
More like an old piece of junk. It's barely different from an MT.
Cut 4, you're not exactly cutting edge either. You want to be next on the scrap heap? Charlie and Tim! You wretched vultures!
All targets destroyed.
Looks like my good for nothing were good for something after all. Field trip's over. Good 13. I'll keep that lucky call sign open for you.
The one thing that's got, like, changed, actually, is there's a lot more chatter than there used to be. Oh, these aren't roller skates. These are, like, rocket jets. You move really goddamn fast, and a lot of it takes to the air. This is almost more like a fighter jet that can walk than it is anything else.
One new message.
You can also build them like bricks, though, if you really want to, in which case you're more like a tank that can fly.
You got lucky, Merc. You were the only warm body they could find. The red guns are going to be first over the wall. Have fun watching from the sidelines.
I mean, if I'm not getting paid, I don't give a shit. Got the Heelys. That is the choice of feet that I picked, yeah. You can pick, like, tank treads, you can pick hoverboards, you can pick all sorts of different things. I don't have access to some of these yet. I'm still wondering, like, what unlocks it, and I'm thinking it might be I have to purchase a certain value before it unlocks, but I don't really know. I get the distinct feeling like, maybe if I buy everything, I'll be able to access, like, more, but... Yeah, let's try buying some more stuff here. Didn't seem to do anything there. Yeah, I just want to find a way to unlock more stuff in the shop. Okay, so we got access to this new gun. It's got a smaller mag and everything, or it's actually got a larger mag. It's got more damage on the regular shot. So this will let me keep mobile better, I think. So we're going to try that. The sword is still probably the best thing we can have in that slot. That's probably still the best we can have in that slot. Yeah, so unfortunately we only have these basic legs. They're not great. Honestly, they remind me more of flares. You know, jeans that are like flares than Heelys, but, you know, kind of depends. And I've got access to a new one of these. This has got some really interesting pluses and minuses compared to the other one. I'll give it a go, but I'm not really looking at that and thinking that looks great. Yeah, really wondering what I need to do to unlock more in this. Okay. So I don't have a ton of time left. I've got 15 minutes, but I guess we'll try this. I don't think I have the right parts for this, though. You need the spider legs, I've heard.
Got a job for
But I don't
you.
really know. This might not even be the right mission.
This one's a request from the Arquebus Group.
Raven, this request comes from Schneider, an Arquebus subsidiary. The mission will take place in the Bonadea dunes of Western Belius. Our coral investigation there is being blocked by the Strider, a Rubicon Liberation Front mining ship. You are to destroy it. The Strider organized by the Liberation Front. Call it the crowning glory of their efforts to militarize into an anti-corporate force. Your attack will focus on the Eye, a giant laser cannon connected directly to the main generator. It's protected by a shield, which is powered by auxiliary sub-generators. These should be your first targets.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've got the right weapons for this, or the right equipment, or whatever, but this is the only thing I can do, and I can't get access to new weapons, so, you know, whatever. Alright, fine then.
Time for a little self-promotion, 621. Smash the Strider, and Arquebus HQ will be sure to remember your name.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what we can do here, but we'll give it our best. The main problem is going to be airtime. Like, I can't stay in the air long enough for me to, as far as I can tell, get to where we need to go.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. First, get through all that dust and make contact with the Strider.
Unidentified AC. Must be one of the corporation's dogs. Activate the Eye. Burn them away. Yes, sir! Coral, abide with Rubicon! Abide with Rubicon.
Ow, what the hell?
Picking up a surge of energy to the Eye. Watch out, or it'll burn you to ash.
AP at 30%.
Guess I have to save my whatever for those.
1 repair kit remaining.
Alright, now you're up close and personal. Take out one of its legs and bring it to a halt.
They evaded the Eye's laser.
Yeah, you could say that, except, you know, what actually happened was I got wasted 3 times. Ow. Try and not get hit by that again.
Repair kits
I kind of want to restart this just because I'm getting, like, destroyed by things where it's like,
It's going down.
don't know what the hell the mechanics of this are. Can't see shit.
Got a foothold to get on the deck. Grab on and get to work on the sub-generators.
Yep, still can't see shit. Oh god. No, I am exactly a rookie.
They're trying to cut and run. Head to the midship 621. Don't let them go.
We can't sink the enemy AC! Remember, we fight for the Coral. Defend the sub-generator.
Okay, what the hell am I doing here? shit.
Free to go.
Well,
AP at 50%.
yep. Oh, okay.
Two to go.
Remember the hardships that made us.
Okay.
That when Rubicon burned, we endured.
Cool. Great. Um...
AP at 30%.
No. Okay, let's try this again here. I'm gonna hit restart from checkpoint. I do not like parts of this mission.
We can't sink the enemy AC!
Okay.
Remember, we fight for the Coral. Defend the sub-generator.
What I'm really gonna be confused about here is how the hell do I get this one? Oops, shit. Whoops. Bad place to be. It's fine.
AP at 50%.
I was kind of hoping I could, like, pop out on the other side of this thing instead of this side, but...
Destroyed. Free to go.
2 repair kits remaining.
Alright. Nope. Is that thing moving?
Two to go.
Remember the hardships that made us. Remember that when Rubicon burned, we endured.
Okay. Where the hell am I supposed to go to get this thing? Who did this?
Just one left.
The Strider is the flagship of our war. Hold the line. Defend the ship with your lives.
Oh boy. Okay. God damn it. Alright. The problem I have with this is basically platforming, and I am god-awful at this.
Now you've got the target in your sights. Time to finish this 621.
Uh-oh.
The eye is taking significant damage. We're not through yet. Show them our pride. Sir, the eye's in a critical state. Impossible. How can just one AC do this? Sir, no response from the eye.
Alright.
No. We can't lose the Shriner.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. All that energy it was sucking up has nowhere to go. Move 621. You need to get clear of the Strider.
Don't think I'm gonna get clear.
Damaging the planet. All combined with Rubicon.
See that 621? The Strider's blowing itself up. A fitting end for something built to fail.
Am I clear? Looks like I am. Okay. Man, platforming sucks. Who invented it? I blame Nintendo. Alright, that was a good payout though, at least. Yeah, doing that mission, not great for my style of play.
You must be the handler, I presume, for the independent mercenary Raven. Honored to make your acquaintance, V2 Snail.
I understand you want to join Operation Wall Climber. You do realize that disposing of some Liberation Front garbage hardly qualifies you. Know your place, you meager dog sitter. The answer is no.
I hear you're deploying V1 again. Must be rough only having one good pilot to rely on.
Oh? Are you suggesting your dog can take Freud's place?
You'll see. Just give us the chance.
Very well then. We're also deploying V4. Who's been equally brazen of late. Let's see how they both perform.
Again, not sure I'm supposed to be privy to these.
One new message.
Raven, your work on the Strider deserves commendation. I am thrilled to have issued you the request. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Archibus Group's mercenary liaison. V8 Pater, at your service. I think I'll enjoy doing business with you.
Okay. More training. But, oh, good, new parts, thank God. I do have to get going, though, but, I do want to check what's going on here. They've got a new shotgun here. The laser rifle. Energy shortfall if I do that one. Plasma rifle. These are usually very good in these games. Is there a new sword type? Doesn't look like it. There is a new laser cannon for shoulder mounts. I'm more inclined to get that kind of weapon. Vertical missile launcher, 8-celled. I think that's a pretty heavy weapon there. A plasma missile launcher. And then it'll be the same thing on this side. Heads are the same, torsos the same, arms. There's some new legs, it looks like. You got the new reverse joints. I do like reverse joints, actually. They may look jank to some people, but I like the reverse joint legs. Okay. So, with energy shortfall, that means I do need to, like, either strip back some stuff, or I need to get a better generator, basically. But, that's gonna have to wait for next time. For now, I'm going to have to just get going, because it is... Does this save? Hopefully this saves. But yeah, I have to get going. So anyway, hope you found this one enjoyable. I'm liking this. But yeah, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.